talk to the air and pretend that I can fly. In retrospect, that's all the description that I require, because I'm not all that important to the plot. I just see things, new things, a secondary character in the story of life. There really isn't much that I can say other than one-worded responses to the infrequent questioning of my existence. And even then, I'm only asked by imaginary friends and ghostly villains that aren't really there. Now, don't think I'm crazy, because that would be such a closed-minded thing to assume. In fact, this is the sanest I've ever been. There may be invisible shackles around my ankles and my wrists, tying me down to the earth so that I can't achieve flight, so that I can only envy the birds and the airplanes that are free to crash down and catch fire. The organic flyers watch on and laugh. I know this because I've seen them do it. They gesture with their wings and look over to their buddies, laughing as the humans ignite, on fire like the stars that we foolishly wish upon on the clear nights. And you know, I still wish on those great big balls of gas and chemical reactions, even if it is just a pipe dream, hoping that those prayers and hopes are answered because I talk to the night sky and find constellations and desires for those myths trapped up there, immortalized for all eternity, to grant a sad, sorry request such as mine. I wish for her. Every night, there are little key moments where I sit up in my bed and pray, closing my eyes and visualizing her face, her hair, her smile, her hugs, her laugh, and pray. My eyes closed, I pray with every single ounce of sanity I have left, and hope to God or all the gods that have been worshipped throughout time that maybe, just this once, the abstract emotion of love can be given to me. Because that's all I really want anymore. I want her. I know that it's wrong. I know that Calvary would condemn me. The state says it's illegitimate, and I would be disgracing my family. But it changes nothing. I want her. I love her. I need her, as unconventional and controversial as that seems. It's been this way for years. So, I talk to the air, pretending that those imaginary friends are replying back, patting me on the back and on the top of my head like I'm a little kid, and insisting that I'm not crazy, that I'm not stupid for believing in these superstitions. They're natural. They're real. These dreams, these absolute fantasies, get me through a lot of nights where I fall asleep thinking about her. I must sound obsessed, absolutely psychotic, a stalker. She's my best friend. We've known each other for years. But she's there. She's always there, oblivious to the fact that, no, I can't have her because life isn't that simple. Nothing's ever that simple. If it were, we'd just be using cheat codes as if we were in a video game. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B-A start. Ding, 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 we have ourselves a winner. Your prize, happiness. Your wish come true. Fate likes to toy with me like that. It gives me a chance, an opportunity to feel something, to stop talking to the air that must be so bored of my voice by now and finally take flight. It dangles my wings in front of me, and right as I reach out to grab them desperately, because my entire life is desperate nowadays, and then they're gone, disappeared. Fate is sick. It's a witch that enjoys swirling concoctions in her stained black cauldron and long walks on the beach. It doesn't care who gets hurt as long as it's entertained all the time. So color me jester, because lately I've been the target of the fate witch's fake affections. Whoever said love was a blessing should wear my crown of thorns for a while, because apparently I'm not the only one who needs 40 milligrams of this and 60 milligrams of that and nonsense after nonsense. They're like legitimately sick because love is a dirty rusted needle in my vein, an extended release, panic attack and orgasm, and fate watches me with a grin as I wriggle and squirm, as my brain and heart slowly begin to implode. And she just sits there. Too many cares for her brain to handle, unenlightened about how I see her, how I wish for her. I'm just sitting next to her, though, mentally talking to the air. Dear God, save me from the stars so that I can stop wishing on empty dreams. But I guess she's noticed how antsy I am, how quiet I am, how determinedly stoic I am, because she asks if I'm okay in the most heartbreaking tone I've ever had the misfortune, or maybe it's fortune, to hear. I nod silent. You don't look okay, she replies, placing a hand on my shoulder. My nerve endings are set aflame from just the touch. What's wrong? I don't say anything, staring straight ahead. She insists, saying, "Tell me." Can't. Why not? Because it's honestly not the best answer, but it's the only one I have. And she hits me lightly, playfully, and God, I'm so near to screaming out of frustration, of hatred for the fate witch, of desire for my wishes to come true. No, seriously, she states softly, wrapping an arm around my shoulder like a friend would. Tell me. I take a deep breath. The only thought left in my pink and green and blue and red brain, so stupid, so positively absolutely dumb, that I can barely comprehend how such a thing could spawn in even the blackest depths of my mind. And she asked me again to tell her. And everything is just robotic. I am an android following orders given to me by my broken synopsis, all metal and wires. My head turns slightly as I shrug her arm off so that I can move my body a bit easier, and I lean in, and I kiss her. The motion is hesitant, but when our lips make contact, there's a voice in my head, one of my imaginary friends, screaming how completely idiotic I am, how there's no turning back now, how I'm practically a friggin' rapist. But for once, I'm ignoring it, relishing in the touches as I notice a minute tremble in her form. I don't want to pull back. I want to destroy every clock in the universe so that the hands of time can never move again. But I guess breathing is pretty important or whatever, and my need for air takes over. She looks shocked in the split moment that I'm able to see her, putting her forefinger to her bottom lip before I shield my gaze from all light, ashamed in what I've done. How I've messed up so badly that I'm positive she's about to call me every slur and every possible language she can think of. So imagine my surprise when her hand cups my chin and forces me to look up at her once more, my heart breaking into billions of bite-sized pieces when I see the revelation, the love in her eyes. She's toying with me, a little voice in my brain saying, and it sounds so much like the wind. She's the fate witch incarnate. This time, I just tell the air to go fuck itself, because she's leaning in, a smile on her lips. I still talk to the air, happily, and I pretend to fly. I'm not crazy. I don't need another hospitalization. Like hell I do. And I wish I could explain where my dreams come from. I still wish on stars, even though I question why. I'm a walking contradiction and firmly believe that fate likes walking on the beach. I'm not crazy. A sinner, maybe. An abomination, sure. A disgrace and embarrassment to my family? Okay. But I'm not crazy. I'm the sanest I've ever been. She kisses me, and that's the only dose I'll ever need.